finals here. And we're ready to get this match started.
Yeah, and wouldn't be a winners finals in Georgia show without starting on PS2. And we can already see that DDee's sticking to the same game plan, just try and get that resource engine moving. But Jahzz0 doing a much better job so far of staying aggressive and actually using the focus to break through that wall. A nice little adaptation on the side of Jahzz0 that we didn't see Vendetta pulling the trigger on nearly as early.
No, we definitely didn't here, as just getting in there just a bit earlier, but this is exactly what's going to happen. DDee turns it right back around, gets a little bit of an extension going for you as we continue here to just mine it out.
Yeah, but that's part of this game that Jahzz0 is doing so well. I think his aggression to land in on DDee's shield and keep these combos moving. We see it's already a much more aggressive stance, and he's willing to jump past this wall to keep pressure onto DDee. I think that's going to be the difference maker in the course of this set versus when Vendetta played DDee.
Yeah, I think that you're exactly right there. Is again, very high percentage for both of them. That's going to be the stock, though, is not a move that we saw a ton of there in that first set that we saw DDee playing on stream, but that is something that we have seen a lot today.
Look, Vendetta, when we see Jahzz0 come off the platform and immediately go for the up tilt, we know he's essentially going for the equalizer and the Shoryu to close out this stock, but I do like the patience coming out on the side of Jahzz0. While you may be getting comboed a good bit, this is kind of just the tax you have to play for playing against Steve. But it feels like it's a much more nimble Ken as opposed to what we saw with Vendetta earlier on.
Yeah, Jahzz0's looking very clean with his movement today, with his ability to convert and everything. It's some of the cleanest that we've seen him play, again, after that international trip. So has done a lot of work for him here, but still has got to find a way to win this versus DDee, who is back into the stage control, setting up TNT. And getting comboed now, though, is DDee, as he doesn't have a ton of materials left. Still has some diamond on board, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's right now, the resources on the side of DDee are extremely sparse. But when Jahzz0 is making these connections to Steve, every hit feels impactful and leading to an ultimate kill confirm. While Jahzz0 does pay that tax on the combo, just getting a ton of percent racked up against him, it feels like when he finally does connect against Steve, like right now, if he lands any up tilt here, this probably means instant death for DDee.
Yeah, I'm surprised he went for the grab there, if I'm being honest with you, instead of some sort of tilt to try to confirm into the kill, but instead does go for the grab. DDee continuing to pressure away with that diamond, seeing if he can find anything, as trying to mine away, but he does get the sword back up. Down tilt, not going to land. Back throw, probably no. Instead, it's going to be up throw for the kill. I thought he was going to go for the back throw off towards the side of the stage, but high enough percentage that he does get the stock with the up throw.
Might not have had the kill power there yet, but now you have to worry about this diamond and getting these combo follow-ups right now. I like Jahzz's idea of trying to get rid of the crafting table, but holy smokes, that back here has so much kill power, show.
Yes, it definitely does, and the diamond right back online. He was able to farm up enough mats to get that diamond back, but he does have to be careful here. Can't allow too many more of those from Jahzz0 because, again, we've talked about you get to those magic percents and Ken can turn into a stock real quickly as the anvil gets parried, but that second hit of it still is trouble for Jahzz0 to deal with. And DDee able to convert here, up air into a back air, trying again to find this stock, looking for something, but Jahzz0's movement is very clean. He gets back to the stage.
This is part of the gameplay that we saw earlier against Vendetta, where he was able to find any way to just exploit a parry or any type of defensive option. I think that's what DDee's game plan has been. The Shoryu doesn't connect there. Jahzz0 sent off stage. There has to be some way for him to kind of essentially break through this wall. Right now, DDee has just been locking up offense, and the minecart closes out.
Yeah, good close out there from DDee with that minecart. It's a utility tool that he has been using incredibly well, both as a coverage option and as a kill option so far in the sets that we have seen him play, and he's able to take that one against Jahzz0. But Jahzz0, I gotta say, looking a little cleaner than Vendetta did against DDee. Made that a lot closer there in game one. So I'm interested to see, he is gonna stick with the Ken. I don't think that there's any reason to switch it up.
No, I don't think there's any reason that he would ever switch off the Ken in this scenario, because right now he's playing so well in terms of using his neutral and his presence to try and get DDee to basically pull the trigger a little bit earlier than they traditionally would. We also see DDee hasn't been able to find much time to get resources. He dipped very low a couple times in terms of his overall engine. And wow, the Hado sending off into the TNT. Really good pressure so far.
Yeah, also making it look like its own combo right there. Like he set up that TNT block and then he was going to use it. So very good stuff from him. Again, showing the adaptation and the ability that he has learned over the years. and over his experience in playing DDee.
Yeah, and part of it is Jahzz0 is almost implementing his own unique playstyle and his own tech against Steve as a character. We see some of the similarities where he's going up, hitting the block, Tatsuing out, and then trying to get away from DDee. But part of it has been his movement has been so much more crisp over the course of this set. While DDee's making impactful hits consistently that rack up a lot of damage, it feels, oh, holy smokes. Okay,
and hits that get some spikes for some kills, but yeah, hits that rack up a lot of damage. What were you saying there, Dux?
Yeah, I was going to say, you want to talk about an impactful hit. I mean,
yeah.
The spikes right there. It's hard to recover from that angle, especially as Ken, when you get sent that low.
Yeah.
Part of it is when Jahzz0 is actually able to connect, it feels like it just eventually leads to a stock. It's basically, he needs to win neutral 3 to 4 times, is what I'm thinking.
I'm with you on that. He wins 3-4 times, I think, per stock, and then he gets something is right there, almost yet again going to be it. Flies back to the stage, though, does DDee. As he does have to stay in shield here, but that is so dangerous versus Ken, as you can see that shield becoming a pebble very quickly and then converting immediately into a stock as Jahzz0.
Wow, and immediately taking away the crafting bench. So we see DDee still fairly low on resources. He may have the diamond, but at this point, it's not necessarily about the damage that the diamond offers. It's about the kill pressure that it's going to offer you.
Yeah, 100%. It definitely needs the kill pressure here, but Jahzz0 is the one providing a lot of kill pressure. Instead, going to get caught with a back air. Anvil trying to cover as much as he can. DDee poking and prodding away at the shield. That Anvil there, I thought he had called him out on it, but he didn't quite get it yet. And yet again, looking for the Anvil. Had some iron to spare.
Yeah, I think one of the things that is pretty interesting is seeing how DDee is just consistently putting pressure onto Jahzz0, and then you see almost this immediate adaptation in terms of Jahzz0's play, where he's playing much more cagey, just jumping in and out, trying to threaten with empty hops to get pressure off DDee right now. You know, he's much more disciplined in terms of his shield usage, I think, than we saw during the initial matchup with Vendetta. And one thing we're seeing is he's not really shorying backstage. You see a lot of tops used at a low angle to get back and maybe avoid the situation where you see the Anvil trying to blow him up early.
100%. He's doing a really good job of avoiding all the hits that he can, but instead going to get turned around on, get that stock is DDee, and now a little bit of a lead here for him. Jahzz0 is going to need to find one of those neutral exchanges we're talking about where he can get something going, but DDee is playing runaway right now. No need for him to go in at all. Trying to farm up some mats, trying to find any kind of damage, and that is potentially going to be a combo, but I think he dropped the jump combo there.
Yeah, I mean, right now it just feels like it may be a drop combo, but right now it's just a war of attrition where DDee just needs to get a couple more hits to land any type of success to close out the stock against Jahzz0. Right now at 88%, I'm still not comfortable being anywhere near a ledge or a platform with DDee with this active diamond online. We have another one in the chamber, so it's basically like a two-phase boss fight.
Yeah, it definitely is here. That pickaxe does fall off. Won't have that in the arsenal right now in Diamond. He does have more Diamond in the bank, but does he want to spend it here when he is kind of close to losing this stock? He's going to throw out a crafting table here. Going to continue to look for it. Not going to be there. And oh, he drops the Shuriken. That could have been big there to try to get him to his last stock, but DDee continuing to mine, gets the back throw. Trying to find more materials.
The light input coming out instead of the heavy, so you don't see the flames on the fist right there. It's so painful when you see that light input rather than the heavy input, and it's such a rare mistake you see coming out on the side of Jahzz0.
Yeah, it is. Again, DDee is actually trying to conserve this diamond right here. He doesn't have the pickaxe, which is, one of Steve's main tools. But he's like, I don't want to burn the diamond I have in my bank on this stock. Because finally he is going to lose it, but now he does have the ability to run right over here and go for another diamond as he does get the grab to create the space. And Jahzz0 not in a great situation now, 161% holding shield at the ledge, looking for anything that he can find, and DDee just needs really one hit of basically anything to take this stock. Grab, up throw, maybe forward throw?
Now we know we can cover at this angle, and just forcing.
No, it's not.
Wow, DI coming out from Ken, making it back to the stage.
I didn't think that there was any way he'd live off that anvil, but great DI from him. 193, though. I mean, this is obviously max rate. Not going to matter, though. DDee closes the distance, get another stock, and looks like we are going to be running it back. As that, again, hand signal was any indication. But, man, DDee, slow and steady, but he is just continuing to win this race.
What an arduous matchup for Ken in general. I don't think we've given Vendetta and Jahzz0 enough credit. This feels like you're running up a hill constantly in this matchup because Steve has so many ways to essentially just stunt the approach of Ken, and it basically just stall the game out to a grinding halt where what is Ken going to do to realistically break down the wall, approach, and harass Steve?
Set his own TNT up there by the wall. That's what he's going to do. He's going to Wile E. Coyote that wall. You get a little Acme TNT in there, then you're going to get set up and then run it there. But instead, it's going to be, Steve combos up to the top there, finish it off with the dub smash, and not going to be able to do too much extra with it. But, man, good stuff from DDee as he just continues to pepper away at this.
I mean, this is just so difficult for Ken to try and break through. It's basically a combo into imagination on the side of DDee, but how many times have we seen this over the course of today's show where DDee just racks up percent almost tax-free, effort-free, but then we see 2 or 3 meaningful interactions come out on the side of Jahzz0 or Vendetta, and then the percents look radically equal.
100%, man. It does just take one of those, like you said, one winning exchange here for Jahzz0 puts 60-70% on DDee, and then you're right there at full rage Shuriken percentage, right? So 2 to 3, really 4 is what you're looking for. Neutral exchange wins is going to put you in a situation as Jahzz0 to take a stock. But DDee right now is saying, I'm going to give you 0. How about that? I'm going to continue to dominate neutral here. I'm going to knock you as far off the stage as I can. Jahzz0 somehow making it back there. I thought he was going to be gone.
It's just such a discipline on the side of Jahzz0. He's holding on to his resources very well, staying off stage, maintaining his jump, and using any ounce of mobility he has before finally committing to the jump, knowing the threat of the anvil is present at any time he's off stage.
Exactly. Yes, just running up, hits him with the pickaxe. Not going to do anything just yet, but there's this down B was used already, but he does get back to the stage. Gets caught in the minecart, though, and that's going to maybe do it. Oh, my Lord. I didn't know Ken could make it back from that deep. Again.
Woo, that fair. Almost killing from 203. Great damage coming out so far, but again, Jahzz0 just hasn't been able to find any opening so far against DDee, and like we said, just running up a hill, trying to find any chance he can to equalize, but credit to Jahzz0 holding on to this stock for dear life at this point.
Really is this full stone, full iron here in his inventory. He's got gold, he's got the diamond. Not much else that DDee could want as he just continues to find whatever he needs. But it's going to be Jahzz0 that gets the first stock. He gets the down tilt in, and he is at 214%. I am still shocked that he has been alive. I thought he's been dead twice. But somehow Jahzz0 is staying alive until finally taking a pickaxe to the face.
I mean, he's just doing really well at finding any amount of consistent damage. But here comes DDee. Immediate 55, a good cover from the F smash, but Lord, just no way out right now, and good force of the air dodge coming out from DDee. It's so impressive that he's just covering all these options and is anticipating the defensive option coming out on the side of Jahzz0.
That he is again. Gets that down tilt, tries to keep things going. Up B's back towards the stage. Trying to charge that F smash to get the stock, but Jahzz0 again is just refusing to die at 143% already on this stock. And time starting to wind down. We're halfway through the time limit on this set, and not quite halfway through on stock yet.
But I mean, how similar is this to the situation we saw not 2 minutes ago, where Jahzz0 is taking a absolute whooping in percents, but it takes one interaction gone awry for him to get the kill, and that might be it right there.
Exactly. I mean, again, it's just that burst potential coming out from Ken. And already getting that combo going here. DDee looking a little bit lost, looking like he can't quite find his way back to it. Needs to find something here. Doesn't have the diamond on deck, doesn't have that kind of kill power and threat yet. And Jahzz0 already at where a down tilt or up tilt would do it here, but he does finally take the stock. DDee gets the gold online at least to give him some sort of utility here.
Yeah, but what we've been seeing before is Jahzz0 getting a ton of rage kills very early. This still might be it.
And it will be. Jahzz0 taking a game.
Okay. A good rally coming in on the side of Jahzz0. I still think we're going to see PS2 show up. I heavily doubt that we're going to deviate from this stage strategy, but Jahzzo needs to maintain that pressure to have any chance of beating DDee. You have to essentially forego the damage, maintain your stocks, and close.
100%, that's exactly what you got to do. You got to close games out. DDee's able to get these leads, but Jahzzo was staying alive for so long there in that last game that he was able to eventually just take the win.
Yeah, and right now we can see Jahzzo still taking a little bit of a reserved approach, just letting DDee get the resources, but slowly chipping away at the wall, using that F-tilt to safely poke away.
He is here, is running all the way across the screen into a dash attack. There we go. It's the pickaxe. Gonna look for the anvil here. Isn't gonna quite hit. Always puts that super close to the stage in case he tries to come up right beside it. But Jahzzo very well aware of that, coming up just a little bit outside of the stage.
Yeah, it's just a ton of pressure that DDee is able to put on, especially when you get carried away. You can see Jahzzo he isn't just taking the damage for free. He is trying to fight out, but he realizes that there is a diminishing return to trying to just immediately mash his way out and fight that combo out. You know, it is a ride that you do have to take, but again, 2 neutral interactions, and we can see Jahzzo taking the stock, and this might be the catalyst for that stock conversion.
Might be here. His back throw is coming out. Just, again, trying to find the stock conversion. That has been the story here of the last 2 games as DDee gets these leads, but he can't quite find it. And Ken and Jahzzo having no issues. You get 1 or 2 of those hits, and you're going to be able to find it here as DDee goes for the back throw. Continues to mine up a little bit. Wanted another grab there, but isn't going to find it. Has an iron sword on deck. Does find the grab this time. Up throw is going to do it. I think caught him off guard there with that one because that was kind of bad DI on him.
Yeah, it caught him a little bit off guard, but right now, this is the exact position that DDee wants to be in. You're in the driver's seat. The conversions are essentially all up to Jahzzo, and a great conversion at that. The up tilt leads to the shore. You were at an even game once again.
That we are, as again, farming it up here. Using that mine cart to just come up and under when those balls get away, and Jahzzo is aware of that, avoiding it pretty well as we are dead even right now. That's going to be the spike into an anvil. Great tech from Jahzzo. And oh, DDee had a chance to punish that, but I don't think he knew it was going to happen and couldn't react to it in time.
What amazing situational awareness coming in on the side of Jahzzo. We can see how aware he is of any of these recoveries. It's so good and refreshing to see players like this using their full kit to get back to the stage. But right now, it is just sand in an hourglass right now. DDee is just mounting so much pressure, so much advantage. And now Jahzzo has to start taking some of those risks that we talked about earlier on stream.
Yeah, he definitely does. Is walking up into this one. Great extension of the combo, though. Doesn't quite find it there, does DDee, but he is going to continue it going, and he gets the weight onto the F smash. And DDee takes it in forward to go to the winner side of Grand Finals. It will be Jahzzo